Hey guys, this is the Bartist, and today I'm doing a special painting. I've never done format this large before. This is 22 by 28. This is a commission piece for a really good friend of mine who's been waiting on this quite some time. In a true Bartist fashion, we bartered for this, so I hope you guys will hang in there. This could take a while, and I plan on posting this in its entirety. So I hope you're in for the ride. Here we go. Let's get started. Sorry if I feel like I'm a little disconnected. I've never painted this large. A little bit nervous about it. Although I feel pretty good in my skills that I can get this done. But it's an important piece for me. And again, it's the largest format I've ever done. And so that's got me just a little bit nervous. But I have faith we'll get this done. As always, when we're painting space, and we're going to have stars, and we're going to throw our normal stars down first, and we'll be adding more as we go along with this painting. Just want to get that first layer down. You want to create a lot of depth in this painting. So we have multiple layers of colors, multiple layers of stars. Alright, let's got our stars down. We're going to work over here first. This piece over here is going to be our star explosion if you've seen that painting before. We're going to do a smaller version of that right over here. So also a little disconnected. I'm not painting in my normal bench, my paint rig won't support this large of a format, so I had to choose a different place to paint. So that's also got me a little bit out of kilter there. That red came out really strong. Let's come back and lighten that up a tad with some orange and some yellows. Put a little shot of white in there. Okay. Now it's time for our asteroids. Spray a little black over here on the side and put our asteroids into this piece. And the last thing we want to do is get some smaller debris in there. What we're doing is taking some black paint, dipping our finger into it a little bit. There we go. Now we're getting our asteroids there. Alright. Go with that. Let's hit the center of that one more time with some white. Alright. Like normal, we're going to take our palette knife and of course we'll use a little bit of clear to wet that paint up a little bit. We'll use some clear so we can stretch in a little bit of highlights on our asteroids there. Alright. That's looking pretty good. Got our star explosion. We're going to work on this side a little bit now. So first thing we want to do is we want to put a nice glowing ring around this. It's going to be just a little tight. Alright. And along with that, I'm going to get a shot of purple in there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now from here we're going to start building out our atmosphere around this planet and this explosion over here. So we're going to use a regular poster board, and we're going to just use some arches to create some kind of whimsical movement around these. So get some blue started here. Painting left-handed is just not my forte, but I think it came out all right. I'm liking how that's looking there. It's coming out all right. We continue on with creating this movement of blue. I think we need some purple in there as well. There's a little bit more purple than I had for you, but we'll fix that. That's not a big deal. Again, formatting angles here. We need to soften this a bit. All right, we're going to go with that for the moment. We'll work on that just a little bit more, and I'll circle on this side over here with these, with this star explosion. It's a little coming out of that star explosion. A lot of red, a lot of yellow. So we're going to just take those and expand out a little bit off of there. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, now we're going to hit it with some orange. Okay. It's looking really nice. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really liking the flow of this. Let's move our yellow out a little bit. All right. I think we're gonna pull this yellow out a little bit stronger here. Do the same thing with our reds. Yep. And last but not least, our orange again. Got a few gaps there that we can fill in. All right. Now we're just going to soften that up a tad with some white. And of course, we're going to I gotta be honest, I think we could probably even throw another asteroid in there or two to come down here a little bit, just to give that a little bit more depth. Alright, and just like last time, we're going to go a little bit clear on there, get our palette knife and highlight those. Give them more of that rock feature that we're looking for. This one's got a nice Alright, and then one more time I think we need to add a little bit of that asteroid dust down in that area. Oh yeah, that was a pretty good shot right there. Alright. I think we're going to call that good. Okay, so we've got some movement now. Looking pretty good here. I'm liking where we're at. Alright, so now we're going to start working on our bottom here. We're gonna clean this up a little bit more as we go along, but right now we're good where we're at. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back and protect our little planet there, alright? And we're going to come down here and we're going to put us a shot of white there. And now we're going to take our magazine. Again, I apologize. I'm really disconnected, just not my normal workstation, so nothing is where it belongs. And we're going to come in here and we're going to scratch out a little Little mountain scene. Get another piece of magazine there. We're almost there. All right. Oh, breezy here today too. All right. Happy with our mountain scene. Can live with it. Put a little clear on there. Add a few lines to it. I gotta put a lot of work into these mountains. They're definitely gonna be in our background. We're going to start there, and again we're going to come back in, we're going to highlight just a shot of white underneath that mountain. Alright, now we're going to come in and we're going to build a tree line underneath there. We're going to use our typical sponge method to build that tree line. So we've got a nice sponge with a nice little edge on it. We're just tapping in a nice little line of trees at the base of this mountain. Again, the whole purpose of this is going to give us a little bit of depth into our painting. Alright, got a nice little tree line there. Alright, before we get too far along, let's go ahead and let's start adding some more stars up into that upper part of our picture. Before we get too far away from there. Again, we're going to go back to our toothbrush pretty quick. And some white paint, hopefully. Get our white paint to work with us there. Alright. Alright. Load our toothbrush up pretty good. We're going to take our palette knife. We're going to tap it to get a little bit more of that larger star effect. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm liking that. Alright. Now we're going to come back and we're going to use our star templates. I brought those over here. I'm 100% sure. There they are. I'm going to use these to create some larger stars. Going to spread those around pretty well, and then we've got even a bigger one, a fewer of those. Ooh, I like that double up there. Don't know how I did it. Okay. Alright, so I'm liking our atmosphere there. Liking our blue. Alright, I want to come back now on top of that and I want to do some more of that color, right, that we've already put down. Let's start over here in the a little bit there on top of our mount, but we can fix that. That's not a big deal. Little mountain mistake there. Okay. Shot it clear, and we'll come back in. Alright guys, what are you thinking so far? Do we need to work on this a little bit more? Do some more of that fanning out of our colors up there? So work on that a little bit. Let's start with some white. I think that's really what we need there. Alright, now let's come back in with our blues and our purples. We're looking for more overspray. Okay. Use some more of this. It's Oasis blue. It's a really strong blue. So I'm going to be really careful with it. Alright. And last but not least, we're going to bring some more of that purple in. Alright. I think I'm liking that quite a bit. Oh, my paint is just everywhere. All right. I think our space on top is done. All right, now we're going to work on this bottom piece down here. So we've got a mountain range there, so now we're going to come back in and we're going to darken that up a little bit. We'll let that dry real quick. And then we're going to come back in there and we're going to put us a water feature. We're going to drop a water feature in here, and then we're going to start building out some really nice trees to go into this. So far, I'm pretty happy with what we got. I hope you guys are hanging in there. All right. I don't have a hairdryer here, so I just got to let that black dry. But while that's drying, I'm going to go get my straight edge. So give me 1 second. straight edge, which, by the way, will not fit across. They're better to be close, so that'll help. Alright. Probably should have blackened that out first, but it won't keep us from going back and creating that. Alright. Okay. Okay. I want to do, maybe that'll work. Oh, I got it right here, sorry. That was a bit stupid. Again, not in my workspace is really messing with me here. Alright, so let's get a... All right. Nice, nice. You can live with that. Good. We had some good clear on there, but we didn't. Let's try one more time. right, we can work with that. Almost there. In this heat, boy, that your paint just dries so quick. Just not getting that texture there. We'll get it here. I have faith. All right, let me look at that texture. Okay. All right, looking pretty good so far. Let's get centered back in the camera. All right, let's pull that off. Okay. Now it's time to put some trees in here. So we're going to put some of our typical pine trees there in the background. I'm going to find a good sponge. I don't have a good sponge for that. Let's make one real quick. I did bring sponge and scissors with me, so that's always a good sign. I do think it's time for a new pair of scissors. Alright, I think we got a good piece of sponge to work on our pine trees. Before I throw a pine tree in, I want to do something a little strange. Alright, now, pine trees, that's where we were at. Let's go ahead, since we got that paintbrush, let's just go ahead and use that to put our trunks in. Okay. And those three over there. Okay. Now, like normal, we're going to use our sponge to tap in the branches and leaves of those. Oh. We're going to come back and lighten that up a bit. All right, let's get our I just got that sponge loaded up and dried out pretty quick. Always thing to remember about trees is trees are not perfect. That makes those trees very perfect, since they are imperfect, just like the trees we see in nature. All right. Extend that tree up just a tad bit. All right. Lighten this up a little bit. Oh, perfect. We're going to come back in now and we're going to put some larger trees in here. I gotta admit, I wish I had my painting community here right now. Because I don't know if I'm going to leave this tree blank or are we going to add leaves to it, some color. If I had my paint community here, we would make that decision together. But since I'm painting without you guys here, I have to decide what we're going to do. And I gotta admit, there's a huge part of me that says I add some color here. That's what I'm feeling. I think we're gonna add color. That's exactly what I think we're gonna do. Wow. All right, so we are going to add some color to it. So let's get the color in, and I know what color we're going to add. We're going to add our magenta and white because it's got a nice pop. So let me grab that. Hang on one second. Give us a nice piece of sponge that can support this color that we're going to add. Okay, I think we got the piece of sponge we want. Let's get a piece of poster board. Got a piece of poster board now. Okay. Use our white. And this magenta from Hardcore that is just, I think it's beautiful. Alright. Let's load that magenta up into our brush, which is also called a sponge. And then we're going to just put the top highlight in white. So we get that look. All right. Wow. I am thinking that was the right choice. That unfortunately was not. New piece of poster board. Got our magenta. Got our white again. Let's load our sponge up one more time. Okay. Come over here, gently tap in that blossom there. That is it. Leave it. That is it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. The only thing left now is how we're going to deal with our heel here. And I think we're going to come in, we're going to add just a very little bit of plant life down here. Again, we're going to go get us a piece of sponge that's going to support us putting that in. Alright, that can work for us. We're going to use our normal combination of blue and yellow. And that'll work into a very nice green for us. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to load up that with the blue. And then we're going to come in and get the yellow there, so we get our blue and green. Alright. And the thing to remember here is that on these, less is more. Just a little bit of plant life is what we're looking for. Oh, those are looking beautiful on this side. Alright. Right about there. Okay. Just not happy with this guy right here. Alright, I'm happy with that guy now. Alright. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it where it is. Oh my goodness, and I think we're going to call this done. I really hope my friend likes this. I don't see why he couldn't. I mean, this is just a beautiful, beautiful 22 by 28 piece of beautiful spray paint art. Guys, thank you so much for watching and joining. I do appreciate your time on this. I know it's a long video. I'm going to post it in its entirety. Of course, that won't be on TikTok. It'll probably be on YouTube. But, again, thanks for joining. I appreciate your attendance. I appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great day. And if you would like a piece like this, let's definitely talk. I would love to create this again. I'm going to do one of these for my own home. It is just that... it's just that magnificent of a piece that I've created today. Didn't know I had it in me, and really, really excited to see that I have this capability as an artist. So again, thank you guys. Have a great day.